In the Alien franchise, the android characters have a white, blood-like substance inside of them. In Aliens, Lance Henriksen, who played the android Bishop, had to vomit this white liquid after his character was pierced by the Queen Alien. Unfortunately, the mixture of milk and yogurt used for the liquid caused him to get food poisoning, as it had been sitting under the hot studio lights, becoming a bacterial breeding ground. After 3 days of filming, the smell became so unbearable that the crew avoided Henriksen, although he endured it without complaint. Several sequences were filmed for The Fly but cut from the final release. These include a scene where Brundle sends a cat and baboon through the telepods, resulting in a mutated creature that he beats to death with a pipe, a scene where Brundle climbs a building and an insect leg emerges from his side, and an alternate ending where Gina Davis' character dreams of her unborn child, this time with beautiful butterfly wings. All of the main characters' names in Night of the Creeps are based on famous horror and sci-fi directors. There's Chris Romero, James Carpenter Hooper, Cynthia Cronenberg, Detective Ray Cameron, Detective Landis, Sergeant Raimi, and Mr. Miner the janitor. The school's name, Corman University, also references director-producer Roger Corman. For Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, Dan Bradley initially played Jason, but was fired after the first day because producers found him too bulky. However, his paintball scenes were kept in the film, resulting in Jason's build and eye color being different in those scenes compared to the rest of the movie. Due to a tight schedule before filming Platoon, Charlie Sheen's scenes in The Wraith were shot in one day, with him only appearing in the film for 30 minutes. Afterwards, he left for the Philippines. When Oliver Stone, the director of Platoon, saw The Wraith in theaters, he angrily called Sheen, worried that The Wraith would negatively affect people's opinions of Platoon. The original version of Deadly Friend differed significantly from the final product. Director Wes Craven initially envisioned a PG-rated supernatural science fiction thriller akin to Starman, emphasizing the macabre love story between the two leads. However, after negative test screenings, primarily from Craven's fans who expected more violence and gore typical of his films, Warner Brothers ordered heavy reshoots and re-editing, including the addition of 6 additional gore scenes. Craven felt these changes removed the deep and heartfelt aspects of the movie that he had intended. Although promoted as New Line's answer to Gremlins, the screenplay for Critters was written and purchased before Gremlins was announced. Director Stephen Herrick based the screenplay on a childhood nightmare. In addition, creature designer Charles Chiodo based the design of the creatures on the Looney Tune character Taz the Tasmanian Devil. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the corpse that Chop Top and Leatherface carry around is Nubbins, the hitchhiker from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. Nubbins also appears on the theatrical poster, which mimics the positioning of the poster for The Breakfast Club. Chopping Mall was filmed in a real mall, the Sherman Oaks Galleria, under the condition that no damage was caused and the crew removed any traces of their presence before the mall opened at 9 a.m. This mall might look familiar, as it was also used in other films, including Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Night of the Comet, Commando, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, among others. While directing Maximum Overdrive, Stephen King admitted he was coked out of his mind and often didn't know what he was doing. It is also rumored that George Romero ghost-directed a large portion of the film while King sought treatment for his cocaine addiction. As many fans have noted, the film features Romero's distinct camera angles and editing choices.